All right, welcome back. Another day. We're gonna be out here today. It's gonna be. I won't record a whole lot of today. It's might do a little time lapse. We're gonna do some cleaning. I'm hoping to over here have the lawnmower, the four-wheeler. Since we don't have a second continuous project, we're only bouncing around between these three. Whatever we have the parts and the time and all that for. And then over here, all this is my wife's. It's a bedroom suit. She's supposed to sand it down, paint it. So we got to figure out what we're going to do there. But the Jeep's going to go a long ways right here. And then that four-wheeler is going to come over here with this one. And we're going to need to organize the red shed. But today I'm just going to pick up some in here. And we might start tearing the suspension apart. If not, it'll be tomorrow. The suspension needs to come apart, get that out of here, make room. I need to pull that out. Hopefully the weekend after Christmas, I'll go take that back to Kevin. And then start stripping this down. But we got a whole bunch going on right now. But we're going to start cleaning, get everything organized. I thought at first it was kind of cool to show what all we took off the Jeep, but I don't know what to do with it. So now it's in the way. So it's got to go somewhere too. But probably do a little time lapse, but today's mainly just going to be cleaning. Cleaning and cleaning. And with a video coming out today, it should be Christmas Eve. So Merry Christmas, y'all. Have a good one. But we'll put you on a little time lapse and then, I don't know, I guess let you watch us clean. So, it doesn't really look like I did a whole lot, but there's a lot of stuff moved around. Now it's more or less organizing it, but I need to start organizing it by moving this. So, Bailey comes out tonight. We'll move it over here, the four-wheeler and the lawnmower over there. We're gonna do something with those two seats, and then when I move this, I'll drag that four-wheeler out. That grill's gonna go where the cherry picker is. The cherry picker's gonna go where the four-wheeler is. We'll just keep working around. And I'm kind of stuck with Bristol's toys, I guess. I got rid of the chair. She wanted it in the house, so that worked out. But we all this organized, and then I need to do something. Try to seal that door. I think I'm just gonna throw something at the bottom of it. Maybe shut it down on something else. I need to do something to seal that door. But I'm gonna keep messing around out here, but I don't wanna bore you with 30 minutes of time lapse. So I'm gonna keep messing around, and if we do anything interesting, I'll record. If not, we'll probably be back tomorrow. All right, well, welcome back for another day of the cluster that we have going on. But today we're actually gonna turn some wrenches. We didn't record, but we did move everything around. This is where all this stuff we still gotta do something with. Gotta figure out what we're gonna do with the head. But There's that. This lawnmower is where we're going to do it at, and we're going to start back on that four-wheeler. Basically, whatever we have the tools to work on, it's going to be between these three, and maybe drag the Blazer in and out. But still haven't decided what we're going to do with that. But it's getting closer. We're going to try to hang some stuff up. We're going to do some more organizing in here, but we're not going to bore you with all that. Did you crash? Did you smash your crackers? Oh, all right. Well, Bailey's got one wheel off. Now he's gonna try to get the other wheel off. It's moving. You know how I said we're tearing this all apart because I want to keep the suspension for the rat rod? I bet that boat down there don't even have a head on it anymore. Oh man, it's not a boat, it's just a bracket. But what we're basically going to pull off is all around derbies. Some shows you got to run these motor mounts, so we're going to save these motor mounts. We're going to pull all the steering off of it and the sway bar because it is girthy. I don't know what we're going to use it on yet, but we might use it on something. And then we're going to pull the steering off of it. We'll label everything, put it up. I don't know if we're going to use the A-arms. Might try to do some tubular upper A-arms for the same setup of truck. But I don't know. I guess we'll get some tools and we'll start tearing this apart. Put you on another little time lapse, and if we're running anything, then we'll talk to you as we get it tore apart. What? But we'll put you on a little time lapse and see how it. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. All right. Thought we had on time lapse. Forgot to hit record. But we have the tie rod ends, the idler arm loose, tie rod ends loose, and the steering box is loose. We just got to pull the bolts, and we'll pull all that off. But something I don't know if people know about it. I was wondering is a lot of times you got these in here. I never use a pickle fork anymore. I always just hit right there. I mean, it doesn't fall out like that. I done knocked it out, but you gotta hit it a couple times, but it'll knock it loose that way too. That's the way I use, besides trying to tear the rubber and all that, which I don't know if we're using these tie rod ends, if it'll be different or how, but we're just saving it all. But as of now, the steering is loose. About to pull it all off, and then we'll go to the suspension. We'll actually put you on time lapse this time. we got the lower ball joint loose, and gonna do it not the smartest way, but Bailey's gonna show you what I meant by giving it a good whack. My God, you gotta hit it. Get back over here. Well, you gotta hit it.
Fucking nervous, man.
Flip the spindle or turn the wheel. Now I'm trying to hit it from back here. Hit it flat on.
What?
Hit it flat on. Like, come in like this.
There it is.
Yeah, now hit it right there as hard as you can. Oh my God, you missed the whole thing. Oh, you missed it again.
Okay. I understand it now.
Zoom in. See what this guy's actually hitting.
I can't fucking hit son of a bitch.
Do you like to record? Sometimes it holds really good. Or would you like to record?
That jack have pressure on him he's working with?
That sucks. We had no wild bangs or nothing. If I wouldn't have recorded it, it would have went flying everywhere.
Still on my ear.
But pretty well, we're just gonna do that. And might just pull these top ones out, pull that all off. Do that to both sides and pull the lowers off, pull the shock out. Pretty basic what we're doing. We're just preparing for whenever we start messing with start really getting after the Jeep. We have all the parts off and laying there. Still need a rear end, but that shouldn't be real horrible to find. But we'll keep tearing this apart. If we run into anything that we think is going to be exciting, we'll record it again. Hopefully it's not a dud like that. Something's got some pressure on it though somewhere. The sway bar or something. We might record that. We might take the spindle off, have Bailey take a Sawzall, cut the sway bar links. But either way, if we do anything exciting, we'll get back with you. All right, we are back for the other side. So we're gonna see what it does. Let me do a little adjusting here. I don't see how that caught that. It wasn't even under the frame. Oh, here we are. Back to the target zone. Oh, I wasn't even recording it. I was looking at the jacks about to all fall.
Oh, you want me to do it again? Okay. Alright.
Would you like me to try it? Alright, scoot that back out and just set the hub on it. Make sure the control arm doesn't go on it. Anything happen?
No. I don't think so. Well, yeah, it's separated.
Oh, that's horrible. Wow, we're still zoomed in. That one's separated too. Nothing happened. Show's over, folks. But just like that side, we'll pull the upper and the spindle off of it. Then we're going to pull the shock out of it. And then we'll pull the lower. And we're not going to use a sway bar for this car or this truck. So we might just leave it on this frame. Most of you would say, yeah, you're probably going to junk the frame, aren't you? No, it's going to go sit out back until we get all this done, because might need these or these. But yeah, might be a long shot, but we might even need that. I don't know. I don't know what all we need. But for dimensions, if we do our steering and all that, I'm just gonna keep the frame out there until after the steering's done on it. And then yeah, it's going to the junkyard. Or, I don't know. I'm a hoarder. Bailey tells me it all the time. My wife tells me it all the time, but we'll figure out what we're gonna do with it. We'll get back if we do anything else.
So in the last video, we talked about the 6-inch cutting wheel on the 4-inch grinder. I believe I called it a grinding wheel, but it's a cutting wheel. Sorry, I was a little obliterated that night and shouldn't have had the camera. But anyways, so now we're gonna cut the sway bar loose here. Pretty standard. Just take your time with it. Don't be stupid. Like I said in the last video, accidents do happen. Just be careful.
But if you want to see what he's talking about, go back to our last video.
Please
And it's about 30 minutes of good times. We didn't do a whole lot of productive stuff there, except move stuff in, and we built the wood rack. But other than that, Baylor was a comedian. Now he doesn't feel so comedian. But we're gonna cut the sway bar. That might be our last piece of excitement here. So, not one pair of safety glasses. As you can see, you might have sniffed a little blade there, but as you can see, Bailey really takes to heart about the no pressure on the grinding wheel, which he does have the bad battery. No, he's a good battery. Oh, see what we talk about safety? Mm-hmm.
Never be too careful. See, I was even trying to be careful, and shit always happens.
If you hold it close enough to the next piece of metal you cut, it'll clean that edge off, and you can.
Yeah. So you want me to do it again on the? Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep, we are ready to go. Cut this side. I was just joking about reusing that wheel. That might fuck you up.
Yeah. We just change it.
That's a pretty good chunk out of it. I mean, if there's little chips in them,
Yeah.
I've done it. Just kind of put your face in a safe spot and kind of hold it on there, and we'll just barely let it eat, and it'll clean up. It'll kind of clean it up. I wouldn't take one with a chip in it and go straight at it wide open or nothing, but that's a little more than a chip. That's a flat spot.
Me and grinders, man. That's how I know it. We should get that part where we work on that forward and that thing busted me in the face.
Yeah, Baylor one time had a. That was not as bad.
Great.
Or you could have this.
I'll just use this one.
Yeah, we was changing the spring tower, and for some reason I do not know why we didn't record that, make a video out of that. Because Bailey actually said on YouTube there's not very much of it, but we was doing that, and I walked outside and was messing with a minivan, put a computer in it, and I heard Bailey give out a little yell, and the grinder stopped working, and yeah, it ran across his head.
I need help.
And his, oh, she needs help. It ran across his head and scuffed up his hard hat, or his hat. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Dog had a turtle somehow, but here's Bailey.
All right, well, back to the action. We'll see if we can't cut this one as well without major catastrophe. Anyway, let's get to it.
As we say, all about the pressure.
Yeah, I thought I was taking it easy.
He acts a little nervous here. There's a turtle getting right there. That's a job, get that thing. And there you have it, folks. The sway bar's cut loose. Basically, all we're gonna do the rest of the night. Yeah, our phone's about dead, so we gotta get through here. So we gotta undo that nut on both sides. The lowers will come off, and then the frame will actually be stripped. We're probably just gonna go ahead and buzz them 4 bolts off and take the sway bar off too. But then that'll be ready to go outside tomorrow after I get off work. I will separate the uppers from the spindles and all that, and then mark stuff. Probably record a little bit of that, but that's probably what this video is going to consist of. You'll be watching it on hopefully Christmas Eve, so Merry Christmas while you're watching it. But we'll tear that apart, and then tomorrow we'll get back and show you how we got to pull the shocks off the lowers, and we'll mark our springs and show you how we're going to do it and what all we're going to use. But we'll be right back with you tomorrow. All right, so we're back. Going to finish up this video today. We got all the suspension tore apart, but oh, where's that? Around here. I need to get these shocks off. Let me just get you turned around here. These shocks, I need to get them off. I'm gonna go ahead and take this nut off, knock that off, and I'm gonna mark the shocks, the spindles and stuff. They should be easy to know what they go to. But I also gotta find a place to put them. But that's what I'm gonna do today. We packed the front clip, the bare clip out. We took the sway bar off. I put it back with all the other sway bars. I need to actually mark it before I forget about it. We're actually gonna run out there and do it right now. What are you doing, Cat? There's the clip right there. I'll throw it in the back of this tin, take it back, throw it out back in the junkyard. I would pick the worst marker. There we go. Got a little collection of them. One's from a caddy. That one's off of 9802, and then that one. Got a couple more too. Around, I've loaned a couple out and stuff like that. All right, but yeah, this is pretty simple stuff. I'm just gonna loosen the nut right here, knock that off, do the same thing to the other, and then I gotta loosen up the brake line off of the A-arm. And I'm gonna pull the shocks out, and then we'll probably be finishing up the video for this week, get it ready, and then we'll start on our next one. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll knock this all apart and I'll get right back with you. All right, it's all stripped down. Got my spindles separated, springs, shocks, all the uppers and lowers. I guess this is probably gonna be the end of this video. We gonna start putting some Christmas presents together. But if you like what you see, like, subscribe. Swear they all won't be like this. We're just getting stuff drug in here and tore apart and ready, and here in the next couple videos we'll be hitting it pretty hard. As soon as Christmas is over and all that and get past all the holidays, we're gonna start on the frame, and we're gonna mess with these here and there. But I got next video, my wife's having problems with her car. I guess I don't know, I hate aluminum rims, but around the bead, I don't know if it's where that chrome stuff's peeling off or what, but it just keeps leaking around the bead on the inside. So I'm gonna break them down, clean them up with a grinder and remount them. Hopefully that fixes it. Tires are still in good shape and not got any holes in them. It's just they leak around the bead and messed with it, and can't get it to stop. So I'm gonna actually break them down, dismount them, and clean that up. Maybe hit it with a coat of paint or something on the inside of the bead. But that might be on the next video, or it might not, I don't know. Depends how much time I have that day, or if anybody's over to record or whatnot, because I need to kind of get that done pretty quick. We're gonna be using the old trusty tire machine there. But I know I've said it a couple times, but you should be seeing this on Christmas Eve. So y'all have a Merry Christmas and enjoy your holidays, and we'll catch you on the next one.